Good evening, everyone. I call to order the City Council regular session, May 7, 2018, 6 o'clock p.m. at the City Municipal Building. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Janet, take the roll call, please.
Alderpersons Goodhue.
Here.
Hanson.
Here.
Plum.
Here.
Marty.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Mayor Hilson.
Here.
Chief Lobby.
Here.
And Alderperson Panaleo and Street Superintendent Berry have both been excused.
Okay, thank you, Janet. Approval or correction of minutes for the meeting held on April 17, 2018, organizational and regular session.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for the April 17th organizational and regular session. I second it.
Okay, any questions? None? Okay, Janet, take the roll call, please, for the vote.
Hanson.
Yes.
Plum.
Yes.
Marty.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Goodhue.
Yes.
Okay, we have reports on the various standing committees, but any...
Well, petitions.
Petitions.
Oh, I have petitions. Petitions and communications, citizen comment. Discussion of any topic brought before the council during petitions and communications. Representatives from Adams County Bicycle and Pedestrian Advocates, and also representatives from the Aspirus Riverview Hospital and Clinics to present an overview of Aspirus Clinic building plans located here in Adams. So, if you'd like to come forward and
For sure.
speak.
You bet. Good evening. My name is Mark Miller. For those of you who don't know me, I'm representing the bike committee here for Adams County. We're kind of a grassroots organization who just wants to see more recreational trails in Adams County and throughout the city. And we're very grassroots. We're not looking for anything, but we're looking for ideas and we're looking for participation. We meet at the community center. I think it's on the third Tuesday of every month. I should have that information, but I'm guessing here.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Is that
yes.
right? Okay. And we meet over at the community center in room 100 at noon. It's very informal. If you want to drop by, that would be great. We'd love to have you there. Some of the things we're looking at are some bike routes and some pedestrian routes, which we know the city's been working on. But we're thinking maybe even some mapping and putting stuff online and even advertising some of the bike trails that we have in the county. So that's what we're thinking long term. Like I said, I'll be real brief. So that's really all I have unless you guys have any questions. If we need anything from the city, we may come back. And we're not, again, not talking money. We're just talking maybe bring a street sweeper out to a certain area and make sure it's not sandy if bike goes through there and that kind of thing. Any questions of any kind?
Mark,
Yeah.
can you make sure and leave a number where I can get ahold of you
Absolutely. You bet.
as chairman of the Public Works Committee?
You bet. You bet.
Okay.
Yep.
Would you be interested in working with us then on like the trails that they're talking about in the city?
The bike committee certainly would, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'm not representing the county parks so much. I know most of you know I'm the park supervisor for the county. That's completely aside from what the bike committee is doing right now. That has a future, who knows, but as of right now, that's completely different.
Trying to get things rolling.
Exactly, exactly.
Very good.
Yep. And it's just coincidence, I rode my bike here, it's not for effect. It's just a nice day and I only live half a mile away.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Mark.
Okay. Would you like to speak on behalf of Aspirus?
Sure. Thank you very much for fitting us on your busy agenda. We really appreciate your time, and we will make our presentation brief. But it'll give you the opportunity to ask any questions you have about the clinic that we're building here in Adams. So I am Nan Taylor, the Director of Business Development, and to my left is Tyler Hack. He is the Director of Finance at Aspirus Riverview. So why are we expanding into Adams County? Well, truthfully, if we look at our own hospital statistics, 11,000 of our clinic visits per year come from Adams County. And that's the Adams County zip code that does not include Winoosa. Also, we are the #1 provider of outpatient services for this area, as well as the #2 provider of inpatient services for this area. We want to bring our services closer to home, so you know that we have a clinic that's up in the, and I said Nakusa, I should have said Rome. You know that we have a clinic up in the Rome area, but we also know that bringing services closer to home to this population, particularly our patients who are compromised or elderly, would just make patient access or to care that much greater. We also would like to expand specialty and outreach services to this area, so we see a lot of visits to our wound healing center. We see quite a few visits to our OB doctors. We would like to be able to bring general surgeons down so that once again we could improve that access to care. We also at Aspirus provide the full continuum of care. So we go from cradle, we say from cradle to grave. We have not only NICUs up in Wausau should a baby need some more advanced care, but we also have hospice care, we have nursing homes, assisted living. I'm going to pass the baton off to Tyler.
So up here in front of you is the Adams Clinic location, physical lot. The fire street or fire number that was given to is 419 North Oak Street. That is right adjacent to Property Works, as you can see in the lower left. That's where that is established. And that includes the lot up front as well as through Pine Street, which is foregone, and then the additional lot that was given to the city with us. Here are two elevations of the plans that we have developed thus far. We are finishing the design phase at the current time. This is the view from the southeast and the view from directly from south. So you'd have Dollar General to the north there, but this would be positioned east to west versus north to south on that lot. Right now, the current footprint is at 7,500 square feet with a current budget of about $2.6 million. We have not gone out to bid yet. That will be shortly, and then we also look to include local bidders. They'll have options to bid with Ellis, who is our design build contractor, in that process. Here's the actual physical floor plan that we have currently. Like I said, it's 7,500 square feet, which gives us 8 exam rooms, 2 procedure rooms, and then as well as lab and imaging services. The intent is to start out with 1 full-time provider, and then have a rotation of the specialty providers that Nan referenced. And then we can also flex up to bring additional provider coverage down there if the volume see fit. And the way we have the building situated, it also leaves room for expansion to the west if we need to down in the future. As I said, currently in design phase with us, with Ellis looking to go to bid soon. Here we have the design, the groundbreaking celebration scheduled for May 17th at 3 p.m. And has the invites for those. We are estimating completion of construction in November, as well as then the grand opening of the clinic in December of 2018. And Nan's going to tell you a little bit more about Aspirus work.
So just to give you an overview of what Aspirus Riverview does, we have about 3,000 inpatient discharges and about 22,000 emergency room visits, 130,000 clinic visits, about 500 births a year. Those have picked up a little bit, 2,200 surgeries, and we have 750 employees. 110 of those live in Adams County. We have a payroll of $57 million and net revenue of $135 million. Aspirus has just been named one of the top 15 health systems in the nation. Aspirus Riverview is one of the 100 top community and rural hospitals in the nation. We're the #1 joint center, that's for joint replacements, hips, knees, in About Health, which is our accountable care organization. That includes Bellin and Gunderson. Also, there are 6 of us, I believe, in that group. We have a wound healing program that is a center of distinction, as well as 2 hyperbaric oxygen chambers. We are in the top 100 heart programs in the nation, and we now have a heart vascular program right on our campus. And we're in partnership with the world-renowned UW Cancer Center. So questions for us?
About how many people do you expect to employ at the clinic?
So that's a good question. We're going to start off with one provider. We'll probably have 5 to 6. And then as we bring in specialty providers, we will double that.
Okay.
I had a resident ask if there's plans for a pharmacy to be put in the clinic at any point, or,
Not at this time. Other questions?
Are there any plans like having, say, an eye doctor, eye care facilities such as that, or maybe future plans?
Right now, we haven't vetted all of the specialty services that will come down. When we originally started planning that, our CEO, Todd Birch, who is in the back of the room, and Kathleen Art, who is the Southern Region Clinic Director, did meet with several specialty providers, and so now they'll circle back with them and see who continues to be interested in serving this area.
Okay.
Is this definitely a goal for you
Yes.
guys then?
Yes, it is.
There's no turning back now.
No.
All right, very good. Well, we will welcome you to the community.
Well, thank you
Yes,
very
we're
much.
very happy
Yeah,
that you're
yes.
going to be here.
I do have invitations for all of you. We'd like you to attend the groundbreaking. And we'd love it if the mayor could help us break ground and toss some little dirt around.
The mayor would love to, but I think the mayor is going to be out of town.
Okay, well, perhaps you could invite one of the other council members.
Yes,
to toss some
I'll
dirt
have
on your
somebody,
behalf.
I'll have somebody take my place.
thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else we can do for you today that you'd like to know about Aspirus Riverview or Aspirus in general?
I think I have good news. I think I'll be back in town that day.
We will have a shovel with your name on it.
Okay,
A golden.
a golden one.
He requires a golden shovel.
All right, well, if there are no more questions, we will close up shop and
Well, thank you
Okay,
very
well,
much.
thank you very much for coming and for all the information, and we're very happy that you're going to be a part of the community.
well, thank you. We are too. We're very excited about it. We already have employees who have approached me and said, I live in Adams. How do I apply for a job at that clinic?
Good, good, good.
Okay, moving right along. Report of standing committees. Oh, wait.
Oh, would I have an expert?
Yep.
Thank you so much. You did that much faster than I would have.
He's a girl.
Oh, you are very well done. This worked really well. Through the board, and we can put all the debt back together. Pat's gonna grab that. Is that the one? You got it? Because it has one side doesn't have any holes.
Let him bring. He's the CEO.
Thank you so much. I really appreciated your help.
Thank you, folks.
Absolutely. Do you want to know? Okay. Okay, yes, I'll send it to you.
Okay, report of standing committees. If there's no questions on anything, I think we'll forego the reading of the reports tonight. So, no questions from anyone? Okay, thank you. Okay, moving right along here, report of city officers, mayor, that'd be me. I want to read this proclamation for Arbor Day. Proclamation by the mayor and the common council of the city of Adams. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. And whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Whereas the city of Adams has earned the national designation of Tree City USA by the Arbor Day Foundation for 23 years now, and strongly desires to continue its tree planting practices. Now, therefore, I, Bobby Hilson, Mayor of the City of Adams, do hereby proclaim May 7, 2018 as Arbor Day in the city of Adams, Wisconsin. And I urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. And further, I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and future generations. Signed and sealed the 7th day of May, 2018 by Bobby Hilson, Mayor of the City of Adams. Okay, well, summer's here, guys. Like we went from winter to summer. And again, I'd like to promote safety. Please slow down, watch out for the children, as with the warmer weather, children are going to be out playing after school. And just kind of watch for them. And please stop at the stop signs. That is very critical. So be safe, everyone. Thank you. I think that's about all that I have. Police Chief Lauby.
I provided you with a written report for the month. I think all of you had it. Do you read that out loud or just file it? So if there's any questions on that report?
So if we have any questions, we'll contact
Okay.
you.
And the only thing I had, it's also on the website. I'd just like to remind residents, it's the springtime, which tends to bring out fireworks and illegal fireworks. The police department will have a zero tolerance for state illegal fireworks, which are anything that pretty much leaves the ground or explodes. The fine for that's $326.50 and confiscation of the fireworks. We'd also like to remind residents that we're encouraging people to keep the city looking great by following city ordinance related to the disposal and storage of garbage and debris, which are covered in the city ordinance chapter 8. Please be kind to yourself and neighbors by keeping your property clean and free of excessive debris.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? That's it? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, street superintendent, department update. Bob has been excused from the meeting. He had to go to Florida to attend to his mother that was taken to the hospital. As far as I know, everything is going well. The city workers know what they have to do, and they've been doing it, so that's a good thing.
The leaf deck has been out.
That's been out, yes, yes. So that's good, 'cause I see people have been raking their leaves to the curb and stuff, so it's good that they can pick them up, and it'll make the city look really nice. Okay, new and unfinished business. Item number 1. Introduce, adopt resolution 2018-07R relating to the gratitude and appreciation for services. Robert Egrecht. I got the resolution I'm going to read. It is resolution number 2018-07R. Whereas Robert Egrecht served as alderperson for District 1 for 12 years, from 1999 to 2006, and from 2015 to 2018. And whereas Bob also served our community for many years as a member on the Adams County Board of Supervisors. And whereas Bob passed away suddenly on Friday, April 27th, 2018. And whereas the celebration of life for Bob will be held on May 20th, 2018 at 2 p.m. at the Castle Rock County Park. And whereas Bob was a true community leader and served the city and all of our citizens and displayed an outstanding commitment to serve the city. And whereas the Common Council by this resolution wishes to publicly express gratitude and great appreciation to Bob for the meritorious service and dedication to the city of Adams. And now therefore, in recognition of Bob's many contributions to our city, county, and citizens, we hereby express our deep appreciation for his dedication to the progress of this community and extend to his family our sincere sympathy upon his passing. And now therefore be it resolved by the City of Adams Common Council to honor the life and distinguished services of Robert Egrecht, and with a copy of this resolution to be presented to his wife Mary, City of Adams, signed by Bobby Hilson, Mayor.
I'll make a motion to pass resolution number 2018-07R in honor of Robert Egrecht.
I'll second that.
Okay, thank you. Janet, take the vote, please.
Clum,
Yes.
Marty,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Okay. Next item of business, approve mayoral appointment to Public Works Committee, Hans Menk.
Motion to approve that
I'll second.
appointment.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? Janet, take the vote, please.
Marty,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Clum.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Item number 3. Approve hiring of temporary part-time seasonal employees.
Do you have the names?
Is
Or do you have the name on it?
Well, there.
No, that, just for Jesse Works, that can
Yeah.
go out of Public Works
Yeah.
as a recommendation.
I'll make a motion to hire Jesse Fritz as the temporary, part-time, seasonal, however
Seasonal.
it's
Seasonal employee.
it's written there.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, any questions? No?
Yes.
Yes?
Why isn't personnel involved in this? on hiring. I thought that was part of their job.
I thought it went for personnel, for seasonal. This is for public works, this has nothing to do with
You think?
police department.
Why wouldn't it have something to do with the city? Because the person is going to be hired to work for the city.
But did Bob Berry bring that to finance? And weren't we talking about that at finance? And also
It was
public
discussed
works?
I thought
at
he did.
finance, the wages were not changed at finance.
And at Public
and at
Works, we
personnel,
approve.
And then recommended by Public Works for the hiring of a part-time
And he was the one that worked last year too?
for the last
And
few
the year
years.
before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this happens every year. I mean, he wanted two, and I think we told him only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through finance, we budgeted for 2 part-time employees, 600 hours. So he's just gonna hire Jesse and see how many hours Jesse can work.
Didn't he talk to somebody at the labor board or something that maybe Jesse could work more?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Nichols was
Yeah.
discussing,
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he did, yeah.
something about 1,200 hours.
yeah.
That's what I thought.
Which would,
Well,
between the
$100.
two, you know, we had 1,200 hours
Exactly.
budgeted.
Right.
So,
Right.
Okay.
Okay, Janet, can we take a vote then?
Robinson,
Yes?
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
No.
Marty,
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Okay, item number 4. Approve hiring of full-time police officer. Do I have a motion on that?
Is this, wait,
If you have a memo in your packets regarding this,
Yep.
it'll be
Here.
There's 2 full-time positions open on the police department currently. And that memo outlines the plans to fill those 2 full-time positions.
so what are we looking at, hiring 1 or 2 here?
2, one of them May 13th, one of them June 1st.
Okay, so right now, we're just approving 1?
One is on, it's for one on the agenda, so the second one can be done the 17th. I'm just-
Okay,
Okay,
all right, I'm just wondering how we want to do the motions and stuff.
But at public safety, it says right in our minutes, discussion regarding the need to hire more full-time officers were tabled. So
I would
guess-
prefer the problem is if this doesn't get approved, these people are looking for other jobs, and we've hired a person already that we paid for all the background testing and other stuff, and he got hired full-time at Neilsville, so he turned his resignation in here, and we didn't get any work out of him. So I'm trying to give these guys some sense of mind that, hey, you're gonna get the full-time positions so that they don't quit to go somewhere else. They're all in, it's an employee market for police officers right now.
Oh,
There's-
certainly.
They can pick where they want to go, basically.
We had a discussion about hiring, that there would be.
But if you guys have got that table, if you didn't recommend to the council to do that hiring,
I don't think we can act on it, because it was tabled.
Yeah, I think some of it was on a contingent that we were waiting for the, some information from the county on coverage 24/7. We haven't gotten that information yet, obviously.
Okay, I thought that was for the chief position, though. I thought you folks
I
said you
think
wanted
we're-
to do the full-time. Because
We
you
were,
got
yeah,
till
we were
20.
discussing that, and then I kind of tabled everything, and so when we stopped that discussion, we went on to the next thing.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I screwed that one up. I'll take full responsibility for that. That was on me.
I misunderstood then. I thought the full-time was approved at that meeting, and the chief was what was held up. If the whole thing was tabled, that can't be acted on, but you're not gonna have coverage on Memorial Day, I'll tell you that right now. We got 2 officers. we will have open shifts for the holiday weekend unless you call a special meeting, and the one gentleman on here, Mr. Kirsten, he has interviews with Stevens Point and elsewhere, and I don't blame him at all if he takes another job, if he's told, hey, the council didn't act on this. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought just the cheap stuff was tabled. I was told to go ahead with the full-time. But if it all was tabled, we can't act.
I think we need to have a special meeting
We'll
on
do a
that.
special meeting.
Special meeting like for personnel and, or?
I actually think you guys should be coming to public safety, and then we have to go to personnel. I think we need to get
Shoot it all
everybody,
out at once.
I think we need to get everybody involved so that we can get the ball rolling one way or the other.
That's fine.
Because otherwise, I mean, we're just gonna be sitting, spinning our wheels. And Jason's got a good point. I mean, we definitely want somebody
Yeah.
for,
Well, and you can't leave these guys hanging.
No.
No.
Yeah.
so,
Well, right now with any delay, you're not gonna have anyone for that Memorial
Yeah, see,
weekend because
I think
people
that's
get-
where we were confused, because I was thinking, okay, you had them locked in as part-time, so we figured, okay, we're okay for that for now until we find out where we're sitting with the county with a contract, to find out if that's the direction the city wants to go or not.
You can't, see, I guess I misunderstood totally, because you can't go with the contract till 2019.
No.
Right, but I figured,
Right.
I thought, I was under the understanding that we were locked in on two part-time officers, so I figured we were okay until we could make that decision down the road. I didn't know it was, I know you had mentioned that you had lost one already, but I thought you had two more.
Yeah, but
I
they're not
misunderstood
willing,
that too.
the one is not willing to work full-time on a part, he has a full-time job with benefits, so he'll help out, but he won't work,
And I don't like
he'll
it.
work, yeah, when he
Yeah.
wants to work,
Right.
and that's probably not gonna include Memorial Weekend,
Right.
unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah, if you can get us the information on that officer that you're recommending, I mean, is that in our pamphlet that you handed
Yeah,
us?
Sure,
Okay.
yeah, there's a
About,
letter that,
about him, alright. Okay. Alright, yeah.
I would have whatever committee meetings that need to be done soon.
Would it be before the next council meeting then?
I think the chief would probably like to get this approved before then.
I'm thinking this week.
If you're talking personnel and you're talking of safety, you might as well just have a special counsel
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the purpose.
Yeah.
Instead of having two separate or
Right.
three separate
Yeah, right.
Okay.
committee
Yeah.
meetings
And
and
then
then
we
go
get
to
all the
council, you might
hashed
as well just have a
out.
council.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do that. We'll schedule a special council meeting so we can get that taken care of right away.
Need a motion to table this to the,
I'll make a motion to table this until council can meet on it.
I'll second it.
Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
Yes.
Marty,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, the motion passed.
Can, maybe we can approve both of them hires at that time?
I would think.
At the special meeting, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
approve both of these hires at that, if that's what we choose to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
that worked, chief? We'll get it done, get it this week. Okay.
okay, item number 5. Discussion, adoption of agreement to accept wastewater from Sunset Condominiums at Northern Bay Owners Association Incorporated.
I'll make a motion to accept the wastewater agreement with Sunset Condos at Northern Bay Owners Association Incorporated to charge the same amount as past agreements entered into for attorney and administrative fees, and to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the town of Strongs Prairie.
I'll second that.
Okay, any questions?
Just a brief explanation, the intergovernmental agreement with the town of Strongs Prairie would allow the city to be reimbursed if Sunset was delinquent. the town will place any delinquent amount on Sunset's taxes and collect for the city.
Okay.
So is this like a 1 year or 2 years?
What was,
I don't know if it's on, I can't recall, if I read it so long ago. I know the past ones were like a 30 with Northern Bay, 30 or 50 year. Past.
effective, this agreement should be effective immediately following the last date of execution by all parties. Is there effective? Okay, that's the effective date.
I don't see it.
And we've run this by our legal counsel.
Yes, I hear her reply is.
Right,
your
I see that, yeah.
I don't. I don't see a length on here.
It says December 15th and ending on the 30-year anniversary of that date.
There it is, 30 years.
Oh, okay, so this is a 30-year thing.
Okay.
Okay. Good job, Don. Way to find that.
Thanks, Roger.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
Yes.
Marty,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Janet. Motion passed. Item number 6. Approve issuance of temporary Class B special picnic license, Knights of Columbus Meatloaf Dinner Fundraiser.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, any questions? No. Janet, take the vote, please.
Plum,
No. Oh, yes. Sorry.
Marty,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Item number 7, approve payment of bills.
I'll make a motion to approve the payment of the bills.
I'll second.
Okay, any questions anywhere on the bills? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Marty,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passed. Okay, motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
Yes.
Marty.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, everyone, for being here tonight.
Thank you once again, Mr. Goodhue, for
And Mr.